Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this model was launched in 2011 from Breguet. This is the Classique 7787BB in white gold. The timepiece is 39 millimeters in diameter. You can see it's 10.3 millimeters thick, 48.1 lug to lug, and it has a 20 millimeter spacing in between the lugs. We'll throw this watch on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. It wears nicely. A 39 Breguet is a fairly large watch because of the way the lugs wear. You can see down the barrel here. I'd recommend this for a 15 centimeter circumference wrist and up. My wrist, once more, is 16. Taking a look in profile, with a relatively flat side, domed bezel, a low profile, it will slide easily under a dress cuff. It's an elegant watch, but it doesn't feel or wear as small as 39 millimeters would imply. The strap is high grade, as you can see, rectangular scales in 3 different sizes, large, medium, and small. Black, semi-gloss. You can see it's got a little bit of bolstering, a folded edge, a monotone stitch, calfskin on the bottom, no crimping, no gouging. Breguet factory strap. We've got a folding clasp here. Combination of media blast and polish, some knurling on the side to grip it more easily. Pop it open. You can see it is a snap shut clasp, and it is white gold like the watch. It snaps shut. Rolling around now, you can see that we have a screw and bar system fixing the strap to the buckle. And then we also have a screw and bar system that further adds little set screws to keep the strap fixed to the case. You know how much I love this. Screws and bars, much more secure than spring bars. Welded on lugs, always a beautiful artisanal way to make a case. Insert the lug into the slot in the case, weld them together, file to create a super sharp, flawless break between the surfaces. Cold rolled coined cases, then hand finished in jigs. You can see there's a little notch for the case maker's knife, or in this case, you could say the watchmaker, the subsequent service being done by a watchmaker who would use his case knife to pop this open. And that's what those little notches are. Some people are like, oh, there's damage. No, that's for case knives. We have a little pusher adjuster for the moonphase. A lot of people mistake this watch for being a lefty or upside down in videos online. But you can clearly see that the orientation of the numerals, the logo, the text, it is all correct. It just has an odd inverted crescent moon phase. You can also see the Breguet secret signature up there between 11 and 1. And then guilloche. The dial itself is made of solid gold. It's cut on lathes, traditional guilloche engines, a reductive guilloche, that is, not the cheap stamped kind. And once it's cut, it is then silvered, and the numerals and the features are applied. So it is a solid disc of gold. The hands are fired steel. You can see Breguet-style hands for the minutes as well as the hours. And then we have this lovely Breguet-style counterweight to a seconds hand that is almost symmetrical from side to side. It's nearly the same length each way. You pull the crown out, you realize this watch does have hacking seconds. Power reserve indicator. The watch features a 38-hour automatic winding power reserve, though you can watch the power reserve move as you manually wind the watch. Taking a quick look, one of the best details, the dial, you can see it is guilloche main on solid gold. We have these little gold cabochon outboard of each hour, and we have a stylized watchmaker's 4 right there, not a conventional Roman numeral. Turn it all around, we have a guilloche rotor that looks fantastic. You can see with plain sight that the escapement itself is made of silicon for minimal friction, reduced mass in the drivetrain, some anti-magnetic qualities, although most of those are achieved by the silicon hairspring on the watch. One oddity, Breguet has decided to hedge a little bit, and although the anchor and the escape wheel are silicon, they still use conventional synthetic ruby pallet stones. We have a free sprung balance, so most of the adjustments are going to be done with horizontally opposed variable inertia screws on the balance rim, which you can see are also recessed to take them out of the free airstream and reduce aerodynamic drag. Note that the balance is both polished and satinated. The free-sprung balance allows for more precise adjustment as well as greater shock resistance. You can see that the stud holder and the regulator cap are both mirror finished, and that we have KIF shock protection. We have beveling in the jewel sinks. Screw heads are polished with chamfered slots in circumference. You can see that the edges of the movement have been beautifully snailed. We have stripes across the bridges. We have beveling on the edge of the bridges, and I think you could probably see that to best effect here. It is rounded and mirrored, probably applied by some combination of manual and mechanical means, but it looks convincing as the bite marks from the milling stage aren't evident. Taking another look, we'll flip things over. You can see more beveling in the jewel sinks as well as twin barrels. Now, once upon a time, this was the Longines L990. It became the Lemania 8810, then the 8815, and then through the union of Lemania and Breguet to become manufacturer Breguet, this became the caliber 591, and this is the DRL. So 25 joules, automatic winding, 4 hertz beat rate, stop seconds, silicone hairspring, silicone escapement, that unique free sprung balance, kiff shock protection, and then twin barrels, which don't give us a huge power reserve so much as a very flat torque plateau. By using them to ensure a big flat torque plateau, you create a better timekeeper, assuming it's going to be worn on a daily basis. You can see that it is a dress watch, and as you would expect, this white gold timepiece is 30 meters water resistant, so you don't want to submerge it, but rain or splashing is fine. And this is gray gold, which is a type of white gold that never needs to be rhodium plated. It is the good stuff, so to speak. It's white all the way through. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.